Let's get into this one. I want to get straight to it. Our first quarterfinal match on the channel. My first quarterfinal cast anyway. Maybe not the first one played, but as is tradition on my channel, these players just love to do this to me. We have a game one Grapple. Game one Grapple. Matthew versus the guest is Dashermin or Norwin, chat legend. And we got rid of a best of 5 series here. This is, and some pretty sick maps for best of 5. So Grapple game 1, Matthew picking Stranded Golden Hill for the home maps, and Dashermin going for Pizza and Nomad. And it's a pretty big draft. I honestly, we've been so used to best of 3s here that I forgot how big a best of 5 draft can be. So going up to 6 Civ picks for each player. Let's see what we got here. Matthew going for the Huns, Georgians, Dravidians, Cumans, Malay, Incas. That's a pretty strong draft. And then for Dashermin, we got the Byzantines, Italians, Bulgarians, Ethiopians, Magyars, Mongols. Honestly, pretty strong drafts from both players. Nothing hugely sticking out, like just solid civs. I'm thinking off the bat, Georgians, maybe on Grapple or Nomad. Huns, also the same. I'm thinking Dravidians maybe for Stranded or maybe Malay. And also, honestly, nothing screaming out at me from Dashermin for the pizza map. Maybe a Bulgarian pick. We might see some Kreposts. That would be sick. Oh, I hope we get the pizza. Right. I'm not sure how to evaluate this at all. We've been looking at so many best of 3s that this is going to be a big change. I hope we get a good series. First best of 5. Well, I don't know if I've ever interacted with Matthew. Maybe we played a like one practice set, but back in Hidden Community Cup, we were in the same bracket, and so I was Group B, and myself and St. Arnulf, we got out of the groups together, got to the other opposite sides of the bracket. I got to semis, but he got taken out by Matthew. So Matthew is a bit of a vengeance. Well, Matthew's strong. I remember watching those games, and I remember those games actually. They stuck out to me because I remember there was an evacuation game. And Matthew did this like crazy all-in Romans with just like full longswords. Just never stopped producing longswords for the entire game. I wonder if we're going to see some more of that. Right, I'm hyped. Predictions going up. Get your votes in. I'm going to get game 1 loaded. We hopefully have a good series ahead of us. First best of 5 WWCC. We're going to Grapple game 1. Anybody have any idea on some civs? I'm seeing Byzantines. I'm seeing Italians from Dashermin. From Matthew, I mean Malay, I guess. Nothing's screaming Grapple. There's just like civs you could boom with. I've seen Georgians. Georgians gets banned so often though. We don't see them that much here. Dravidians maybe? Cumans, honestly, Grapple is so boomy. Maybe Cumans is going to show up. I really want to see Cumans on pizza. I haven't seen anyone go for that yet. I think it's super risky, but if you like get your first TC in a slice to yourself, you could get like a completely uninterrupted 2 TC Cuman boom. It would be worth it. Right, game 1's ready to go though. Let's jump in to our first game of the first quarterfinal we're casting. Let's go. Here we go. Local chat legend Dashermin in the red here. I'm sorry, he did pick the purple, but purple and blue is a little bit tough on my eyes. We got Dashermin in the red on the Byzantines. Like I predicted, I was thinking the Byzantines or Italians here, and Matthew in the blue on the Malay. Here we go. Matthew also kind of a legend, hidden community code legend. Fellow Jan Žižka bracket brother. Let's see what we're going to get with this kind of game now. We know how we feel about Grapple in the T90 Wandering Warriors Community Cup. Pretty nice DCs, both players. I maybe would have put this a bit closer to the wood, but it's fine. Hopefully we get a pretty action-packed game compared to most Grapple games. And I hope that not just for us, I hope it for the players, because they have quite a few games that they're staring down the barrel of a pretty scary gun here. Could be 5 consecutive games, 5 consecutive tournament games. That's a big difference. Like I can sit there, play ranked, you know, like 10 games in a row, I'll be fine. But competitive games is a different beast. Bit of idle time from Dashermin on the transport. We're actually losing a lot of sheep for free to Matthew. How do we do? We got a couple. Matthew actually got a lot of them. We just transport sat still there for a minute. Keep us on 2 times speed. We know how Grapple goes. Bit of an awkward wood line though. Could help eventually, but it just happens sometimes. It like splits your base in half. Docks. A million. Yeah, we have actually nothing. There is a boar. I don't know if you can see it. No, we haven't found that boar yet. Let's go for 3 hours. I mean, oh, the whole best of 5. See, I actually thought you meant just the grapple game, and I didn't even bat an eye. That's just how grapple goes. But I mean, I would be hyped to see a full 5 games for the first best of 5. That'd be kind of sick. But the only thing I'm worried about is I'm operating on basically no sleep. So if I fall asleep, somebody's gonna have to ring me or like get in contact with me somehow. At least we're front loading the games with grapples. I've got a bit of energy now. I have some tea on me. But why am I on this screen? Little bit of idle time for both players. Pulling the boars to the mill, getting our dock up. Here we go. Hopefully we get 1 or 2 of the players in with us. Dashermin usually hanging out in the chat. See how the players were feeling. Anybody in the chat who has played a best of 5 knows, like, you'd think it wouldn't make that much of a difference. It's just 2 more potential games. But like, even if you've only played a best of 3 series, like the longest a best of 3 can go is the shortest a best of 5 can go. Like, it does sound simple, it's just basic numbers, but like a 5 competitive games in a row is crazy on your brain. Pretty rough. You're lucky if you can get out with just 3. Where are we going here, Matthew? Got a Vil on the way forward. Maybe gonna go for an aggressive second dock, or maybe just a straight sneak. Try and sneak out a quick win. Gonna have the really quick uptime for the melee. Draft is so much harder in best of 5. Yeah, that's not... I didn't even consider bringing that into the equation. I was basically considering the player's mental having to face down so many games. Whoa, we're sending a lot of Vils forward. What's going on here? What's up, our base? Is this going to be just a full sneak? This is a lot of Vils to send forward. Bark's going back home. Best of 7 finals? That would be... I mean, like, best of 5 is already got to be difficult to schedule with all the time zones. I've actually never played a best of 7. I struggle with best of 5. Honestly, struggle with best of 3. We're going to go for 2 docks for Dashermin on the Byzantines here, but what are these Vils up to? Gonna get a straightforward stable. Oh, hold on. Changed our mind. Swapping that out to range. This... Are we going to see a really quick game 1 here? Like, we're going to not fight on water and all, just opt for the super aggressive forward. Did we need this many Vils though? Best of 7 gives the best experience? I disagree, Beekeeper. Plus, what if you get matched with someone who's like 12 hours apart from you? You'd have to like schedule multiple games for different days, which I guess is possible. It could be fine, but then like... You also run into the issues of like, what if you're feeling on your game one of the days, then you go to finish the best of 7 and you just like are not feeling it the second day? Can be rough. So this is ambitious. I really like this style of play, but we sent a lot of Vils and now they're just completely idle. They're gonna build some houses. And if we're doing this and we're just giving up water, we need to really get damage because Dashermin's going to have the whole fish to fall back on and we're going to lose our fish to these fires. Pumping out the archers though, we can almost click up for fletching. Honestly, when the 4th archer come out, we might want to idle a little bit just to grab fletching. Because we're on a timer, we need to get damage. And honestly, where are we getting damage? There are Vils all the way out here, but we have to find them first. Rest of the Vils are pretty safe. Oh, we're gonna go towers. That's what we sent all the Vils for. Oh, we did go on stone. Okay. This tower in the future is going to be pretty good. It's not going to do so much impact now. Denies a stone. Makes a bit of a this wood harder to take. But I would want the first tower to be super impactful. Maybe like right on the gold. Right, you know. This one isn't going to do much. We're going to do a follow-up one, but this one doesn't do much either. This one, it's going to take space in the base. Makes it hard to move around, but it's not going to deny anything. The archers hopefully are going to find some damage though. At the very least, it's somewhere to fall back to push from. There we are. Oh, we're only getting a blacksmith now, so we're still no fletching. Oh, Archer's gonna find a nice pickup. Oh, no, we didn't. We stopped. Okay, be careful. I don't even know where the TC is. Do we? Down the TC. But now Dashermin knows what's up. We are in... what's the word? We are in maintenance mode. We are in damage repair. Damage control mode. Gonna super aggressive counter tower. And I like, while this was going on, he actually queued another fishing ship. So these archers didn't manage to find the vills, but this is... Tower goes up. If we send the rest of this forward, just punch this down. Oh, just send it forward and knock it down. It did actually get denied though, so we don't even need to. Nice reaction from Dashermin. Ooh, Matthew's feeling the pressure now. 2 archers fall. This is a sick defense. Super low commitment defense. 1 tower to completely stop this. It's not bad. Oh, actually cutting off half of the base with a stable. It's kind of cute. No, we locked ourselves in. we actually can't get out of here. We don't have to build these houses. The vills are going to be safe, but if we want to continue the tower, we're still on stone. We want to be able to, we want the vills to be able to move. Maybe we're going to delete one of these houses or like half build it. But we're still producing archers. This tower was stopped, but the archers are going to continue to be a bit of a menace. Where did these vills go? Oh, nice. The vills are still working. Oh, Dashermin wants to see what's going on. Gonna see the stable. But now we know that the vills are just trapped here. Gonna continue to look for more damage. But that's the thing, on hybrid maps like this, where there's fish economy you can't touch, if you're doing this kind of all in, you really have to get damage. It's like almost more vital than on regular maps. Gonna lose all the archers to TC. This is a disaster. And Dashermin's up to castle. Dashermin, I mean, Matthew has huge vill lead, but that's mainly because we're just staying in feudal age. We did cause a bit of idle time. Oh, the vills got out. We deleted house. I think Dashermin's in a great position. This forward was a little bit sloppily executed. I think we just didn't have the scouting. The idea was there. I really like the play. This is like as unexpected as you can get for this map. No one is expecting 4 towers and archers on Grapple. But the scouting wasn't really there. The first 2 towers didn't impact much, and the third was denied. Dashermin looking in a great spot going into Castle Age here. We have so many resources. Gonna drop a siege workshop. We're still adding fish. Dashermin's playing this pretty excellently. Just gotta get our economy caught up with Matthew. Dashermin in the chat. Just stopped in to say the set was the most fun you had all tournament. But I'll see the theme of the match pretty clearly. What? I don't get what you mean. But sick. Dashermin saying he enjoyed the set, so I hope we have a good one to watch. Matthew letting loose. Letting his opponent know that he is feeling how weak the push was. That's the thing. Like, this kind of play feels bad to get done to you, but it feels just as bad when you feel that it's not working. You can feel... you know, the initiative slip out of your hands. You're just like, oh god, I missed it. The window's gone. I actually can't get enough damage anymore. And it's just going to be a slow death. That says Dashermin does actually have to take this position and win. We're going to pretty calmly push down the towers. And we're in the castle age. Getting the barracks up. Now I want to see some damage gotten back from Dashermin, or I want to see us add a lot of eco. Matthew is on the way to castle, and honestly from melee, getting stuck in the feudal age is a little bit softened because our castle age up is just so fast. 30 seconds away, and we're adding some scouts. Is this another stable? Where is the stable? Oh, I didn't even notice it. Another stable forward. I'm hyped. One player in the chat telling us this is going to be a good set. Honestly, this is a really exciting grapple game. I'm happy that this has happened for once. Oh, nice shot. This is like the polar opposite from all the grapple games we've been seeing. Trying to get some attack grounds. Nice shot. Now we're just going to queue some knights from Dashermin. I'd love to see some economy being added. Oh, Matthew actually going to go straight for the economy. We're going to add some here for Dashermin too. But suddenly this isn't actually so bad. We have a lot of villagers. Even with all the pressure we were applying. We have a lot of villagers. We're going to have a lot more now. Maybe Dashermin isn't in as good a position as I thought. We do have the fish. That's one thing. The fish is running out, but we have total water control. We can add some traps. Matthew gonna go big on eco. Feeling like the push is done, so we're just gonna swap back to economy play. Strong. Dashermin going for second armor though. We're gonna send some knights forward, try and get some damage. These are gonna be strong knights when they finally hit the base of Matthew. Second cav armor, we're going to be able to easily just dive TCs, sharks and vills. Battle elephants on the way from Matthew. Where are these coming? On the front again? Yeah, battle elephants coming on the front. Damn, if we could only find this. Just barely can't see it. Where are these knights? They're getting there. Battle elephant looks like it's found a knight. Origin coming in too for Dashermin. We're actually going to go for kind of heavy military. Well, Matthew's going to go full economy, but we got to watch. Going to kill villas pretty quickly and they can just sit under the TC. Oh, we're watching. Nice. Got one. Second cav armor. We can sit under TCs for a minute. No bloodlines though for the Byzantines. Honestly, we're going to need to add something. Maybe a monk or two or a couple. Where are they? We have a lot of pikes. Where are they? Or spears, I mean. Are they forward? Oh, they're all forward. Battle elephant's gonna dive under, cause some problems. So tanky. Even they only get the first cav armor, but elephants are elephants. But there's monks on the field. Might get a conversion. Should get a conversion. Yeah, conversion comes through. It's doing still causing problems at home. There's some spears being added. Nice little walls. Try and make it more difficult to move around. The villas are actually dying. I mean, you really need to deal with these knights. But overall, I think Matthew is coming out on top of all this. Vill population a good bit higher. And the production is still going. Now, Dashermin still has the fish, but not for long. There's not that much fish left. Okay, now the knights are starting to fall. We can sit under TCs, but not for this long. Not while we're fighting spears. Knights go down. I think we've got a decent bit of value though, but we're going to need to either go for military or we're going to need to add some serious economy for Dashermin because it's slipping away from us. Matthew's kind of starting to boom here. We are so heavy on stone. 21 vills on stone. I can see what Matthew's plan is going to be as we go further into this game. Find this last vill from Matthew. Oh, just gonna be defensive castle. Fair. But we're gonna be able to forward another pretty soon. Economy is growing fast. Okay, nice. Dashermin is gonna add some more eco. So we are gonna have a game still here. The traditional one militia. The misclick militia, I like to call. Go. So, one of the most aggressive openings to a grapple game I've seen, but now we're kind of back into standard grapple gaming. Going to be a big boom. And we are fish trapping. Nice. Like, little bit weak economy play from Dashermin, but honestly, such a clean hold for such an aggressive opening. Just, if the scouting was there a bit better for Matthew in the beginning, that opening could have been so powerful. Just the first two towers, big heavy investment, they didn't really do that much damage. Oh, knights are forward again. But these are pikes now. Gonna clear them up pretty quickly. Dashermin, we gotta get our farms online. What is our food income? 11 on food. Are they all shorefish and the fish? They're not even any shorefish, it's just the fish. It's fish traps, so it's pretty efficient. Do we have gill nets? No. Gotta grab gill nets. We gotta get some farms going. We can't support... Like, we made the TCs, but we can't actually afford to keep them running. But this is game one. Game one of a best of 5 where we got tower and archer rush, so maybe we're just a little bit shaken. Trying to loosen up the muscles. Remember what we gotta do. Second castle gonna go up a home. Matthew's adding archers again. Where? Front? Yeah. A little bit housed, but we are queuing more archers. Right, we're starting to add a decent bit of fish traps now. Like to see gill nets come in though. And honestly, I would just add more to wood. Put onto wood, get some farms going in addition. Because we want to get the eco. But if we're not seeing any aggression, we gotta know the opponent's booming. We're going to add some more TCs, but we're struggling to actually support the ones we have. Very forward TC from Matthew. And more fish. Times speed for the minute, but I'm kind of, for how strong Dashermin held at the minute, I'm at the beginning, I am going to start worrying about his position, because the eco is just continuing to grow and grow for Matthew. I like the single pike coming forward, just get an eye on the opponent, see what they're doing. Keep an eye, see what we're making, see what we're booming. Imp is on the way for both players. Oh, it was cancelled. Hold on. Oh, it was requeued. So even though we actually cancelled it and started again, still going to be up faster for the melee because we got that super speedy uptime. Dashermin, we need vills. A defensive castle up. Third castle going up at home for Matthew. Economy is going to be super safe. Okay, now we're starting a big farm economy, but it might be a little bit too late. 110 villagers to 65. We do have a lot of fish on fish traps, but I think still, yeah, still no gill nets, and we're going to see the start of the karambits. Where are they? Siege at home. Imp comes in. Karambits is, I mean, very manageable for the Byzantines. We're going to actually add 4 ranges, so we, depending on what we make here, we may be able to pretty easily deal with the Karambits. Maybe Matthew just wants some sort of unique unit play. Oh, Dashermin adding some Dromans. I love this. Gonna really make use of our water control. But Matthew wants to get back on water too. Oh, we see it though from Dashermin. Nice. Send the rest of the ships over. Might have been just an auto patrol though. What are we going? Oh, we're adding skirms. We are getting bodkin. But I wonder what made us think we wanted skirms. Just, I guess, thinking they're super cheap for the Byzantines, but we don't want them to be our main army. Maybe we're just assuming that the opponent's going to go for some archers, but the Karambits are going to start making their way across the map. Now Dromans are on the field. Could start being annoying. 120 vills for Matthew though. The longer this game goes, I'm worrying more and more for Dashermin's position. Gillnet's finally in. Okay, 45 minutes. A bit late, but now these fish are going to get a lot more faster at gathering. Okay, we see the Karambits. Dashermin's still producing heavy on water. Ooh, we actually got the harbor tech too. Now we're just gonna... Okay, this is gonna be the plan, I guess, for Matthew, just starting the flood of karambits. Unfortunately, straight under a castle. We're gonna have to fix that, the rally point. Here come the karambits. Getting much damage. They are fully upgraded. CA. No, Cataphract. Okay, Cataphract gonna do pretty well. But the karambits are so cheap. Cataphract should do pretty well against them though. Huge infantry bonus. And we seem to have stopped production. Maybe we saw the Cataphracts and we're like, ah, that's not gonna work so well anymore. Now, where are the Drommonds? Right here. Okay, nice. Drommonds are going to be annoying here. They're going to start taking down these castles. I love the addition of Drommonds. Really making use of the... This is the thing we don't see that much on Grapple. We see fighting for water, but then a lot of people don't even add fish. But we added a lot of fish, added traps, and we're making use of our siege from the water. This will need to be dealt with. We could actually potentially lose 2 castles, maybe a TC or 2. From just these 2 Drommonds. Castle on the front from Matthew, gonna secure some stone. But the Vil difference. Dashermin has been idle for so long. 100, gonna be 150 villages for Matthew. Only 80 eco units for Dashermin. Res difference is getting kind of crazy. 10k units. But we're still... Okay. This is gonna be a problem. So Matthew has the huge eco lead. Just seems to be better in economy for this game in general, but we're still on the karambits plan. We are going to go Halb though. I don't think karambits is going to work here. But yeah, Dashermin's just going to add straight elite skirm, which are going to do well against the Halbs, but I think we want to add like some sort of power unit. And if Matthew wants to stay on karambits, I mean, this would be a game to see Cataphracts. We're gonna start moving forward with this forest. Couple of trebs here. Okay, I think we might be starting to overboom here for Matthew. We're gonna be going up to like 160, almost 170 vils. And Dashermin has completely stopped vil production. Yeah, let's just send this forward. I think should be fine. Matthew just on the full karambits plan. What's up, Malanama? Karambits actually going to be a decent bit of value. They are blast furnace. The skirms will clean them up. They're super low health, and hopefully this push is going to do a bit of damage. Oh, the Drommonds did take down the castle, I think. There was a castle. This is a different one. There was a castle right here. And we're going to have another one. Nice. Drommonds are going to get huge value. And it seems we're just going to endlessly stream some karambits. Okay. Bombard's coming. Where are they? Where? Oh, bombard cannons on the front. Okay, these will need to be dealt with. Kind of a push building down here in the south, but there's a push happening in the north. I'm going to start knocking on this castle. But this castle's going to fall too. These Drommonds have got so much value. Gonna take down 2 castles just for the price of 2 Drommonds. Potentially some TCs. I'm not sure if they can reach. They maybe can reach this TC. Yeah, we're seeing that the opponent is going to stay on Cataphracts. Or sorry, opponent's going to stay on Karambits, so we're going to go Cataphracts. Add another defensive castle, but it's going to fall pretty quickly. If we're not going to add something to defend at home. Now the Halbs can fight the Cataphracts, but the Cataphracts do pretty well against them, and there's a ton of elite skirm here. Fully upgraded elite skirm. Gonna murder these Halbs. I think Dashermin might have this one. So, like, shocking to be honest, with such low eco. 173 vils for Matthew, and we're still adding more. think we are definitely overboomed here. We can fit 28 military units into our population. I think maybe we try and get some YOLO castles. We could stand to lose some vills. Yeah, Dromons do range TC. These Dromons have done so much work. 2 castles and a TC down just for 2 Dromons. We gotta keep the initiative up for Dashermin though. Add some more units, keep the push going. Repairing this castle, but it might just fall. Not many villas repairing. Yeah, it's gonna go down. Castle falls. We're just kind of not producing at all for Dashermin right now. I wonder what we're focused on. We're focused on doing something. Complete stall on production. Oh, we're gonna get Halb. Oh, we're building stables, okay. Still on the Karambits plan. For Matthew, 25 more Karambits in the queue, but we're completely pop capped. We've too many villagers, 169 villagers. Oh, Dashermin has started adding villas again. Res difference is kind of crazy. 20k res down. We're gonna go Hussar. Don't know if we have the economy to support a full Hussar, but like, we do need to start making something. Hussar is an expensive upgrade to get first. Still just full. Okay, we lost a lot of villas now for Matthew. This might actually be pretty bad for Dashermin. Oh, we're just going to send villas forward. This could be huge. We kind of want villas to die. Floating tons of resources, so every villa that dies is going to be replaced by some military. Keep adding Halbs though. But there are 50 Karambits on the field. Where are they? Whoa, just flooding through the base. Hey, push is actually killed over here. I think we kind of stopped producing, and we kind of the push lost its drive. And now these villas are coming forward. We're gonna have 4 castle on this side too. This is rough. We slowed down on the defense, and now Matthew just has a monstrous economy, and we now have space in our population to make units. I think the window for Dashermin to win may have passed, because we're just going to keep pouring all these resources to replenish whenever our units die. There's a couple of Hussar, but we don't have the kind of economy to keep spamming them. I think Dashermin's in trouble. Double siege forward for Matthew. Get some bomber cannons. Hussars might find some kills. Like this though, this is what you do when you feel like you're overboomed. Just grab some vills, send them forward, drop some castles on the face. Karambits. I think Matthew has this game. Oh, we're adding, look at all the harbours coming out. We're gonna take back the water too. Good god, how many harbours is this? 9 harbours when we're pop capped is kind of crazy. Just shows how much money we've got right now. Didn't like the game slipped out of Dashermin's control. Oh, sorry, I was getting a little bit of damage, but this is, I think the economies have just been too different for too long. 30k res down. This is going to be Matthew's game, I think. Shipwright coming in. We're going to just kick the opponent off water, kill all this water economy. This is crazy though. Nine harbors. We actually can't. We can't even make ships there. We're still pop capped. I may sit us on 2 times speed. I'm pretty sure this game is going to go to Matthew. Just got to get the push moving. Another forward castle. Ooh, forward castle actually denied by these Hussar. Down to under 40 vills for Dashermin. Yeah, this game is gonna go to Matthew. Adding Cannon Galleon's gonna kick the opponent off the water. Pretty solid play. Took us a minute to get there, and honestly, shocked that the Karambits worked. It wasn't so much the Karambits that worked though, it was mainly just the fact that we had like half the economy of the opponent for so long. We could have made almost any unit at that stage. Dashermin studying from the School of ACCM. Gonna use the last minutes of the game to keep getting warmed up, but we are completely dead here. 30 vills left. Our fish is gonna die soon. This is gonna be GG for Matthew. Gonna call it. Nice game. That was a sick grapple game. Honestly, that might be one of my favorite grapple games. Super uncommon. A bit of a sloppy tower rush with archers, but like just the fact that we got to see it, and Dashermin had a pretty perfect response. That game for Dashermin was entirely lost though by vill production. Matthew, I think, was making genuinely the complete wrong units, but we just had such a bigger economy, it just didn't matter. We could have made almost anything. We would just have the number advantage. Damn, good game though. Both played pretty well. Just a couple of mistakes from both. Game 1 gonna go to Matthew. But that's rough. An hour game 1, and we have potentially 4 more games ahead of us. Here we go, back to the draft. Now, with my much bigger draft, let me try and click these civs. They look tiny on my screen. So that was a melee win, Byzantine loss. Raupel, game 1 goes to Matthew. Okay, so if you were Dashermin, you probably felt a bit deflated there, because I bet he felt like he did a lot of things right. It's just the vill production, but maybe he could feel it. It is game 1 of the series. We've had a bit of a break since our last tournament sets. So what are we thinking next? We go to Pizza? Maybe we have something prepared there? Or do we just go for a standard game like Nomad, or even take one of the opponent's maps? What? I'm so curious what we're going to see on Pizza. I'm thinking some Bulgarian play. Cumans from Matthew. I really want to see people play Cumans on Pizza. I don't think I've seen it once yet in all the sets I've cast. But it looks like, yeah, game 2 is going to be Pizza. Sick. Okay, game's loading. I'll pay out the prediction. Matthew, there you go. Get your votes in. We're going to have a game 2 Pizza going to Dashermin's home map. And, okay, this is a pretty sick Civ matchup. I'm pretty excited for this one. Christmas came a bit late for me today. This is all my dreams coming true here. Right, game 2. We're in. Dashermin here in the red on the Bulgarians. His home map for Pizza, and Matthew fulfilling my Christmas wish. Cumans on Pizza. Right, let me get the fog the way I like it so we can see where the TCs are going. This is such a common TC, but this is Matthew's TC. It's actually not a Dashermin's. I wonder, does Dashermin want a similar one? Yes! Oh my god, these are so aggressive. Are these in range? No, I think they're like a tile away from being in range. Good god! Hold on, I want to get the range indicators. Holy, they are 2 tiles from being in range. Oh my god, and neither player knows. This is... So, we saw this once before. There was a TC like here and a TC right here in a similar situation, but they're both in the same slice. They both want the exact same plan. This is going to be a crazy game. This is becoming the meta. Like, look how quickly they both did this. The meta seems to be, or at least how it's evolving in WWCC, TC in the gold desert slice, lumber camp across from it, chop through, and then control these 2 slices. This game's going to be wild. I wonder, it's going to be whoever figures out where the other is first. Good god, they're so close together. What are the other vills up to? Got a mill, the food slice for Dashermin, a lumber camp for Matthew. He's going up. Bulgarians, Cumans. We're going to know straight away. Look, Sheep's going to see this. We still don't know. We still don't know where... Okay, no. Dashermin knows. Dashermin has seen it. Matthew doesn't yet know. that we're literally right beside each other. Okay. TC's going to be a little bit later for Dashermin, but now it's up. This is sick. This is everything I wanted. I wanted Bulgarians, I wanted Cumans, but I didn't even ask for this. This is just like the gravy on top. Almost within range, TCs. God, what a stressful start to the first best of 5, the first quarterfinals. The stakes are like pretty high here. There's obviously no prizes, but for the players, this is their last chance. You could afford, you know, to lose a set. You could afford to lose games, maybe a set in the group stages, but in here, if you lose, that's it. It is winner takes all. Winner advances on. Other player, unfortunately, is dropped from the tournament. Pulling in some boars. Okay, now I think Matthew might know. Yeah, Matthew knows. Phil's can't even take the ostrich because it's in range. Oh, lost a Vil. Could we focus? We just... Oh god, don't lose another Vil. Garrison DeVille! Garrison DeVille! Please! Oh no, we lost 2 Vils. We're in panic mode, I think. Elephant did go down. That is not great. We're down 3 Vils in such an aggressive start. Matthew's moving out, trying to secure some more food. Dashermin. This is... I like the friendly banter. I think, like, both players have been in these tournaments before. Maybe they know each other. Maybe they've practiced together. But I like the friendly banter in what is a pretty serious set. Like, this is a... You really can't lose this one. Matthew now has secured some food. Oh, we're going to add a mill in here too. Feeling that we're struggling for food. Nice setup with the elephants for Dashermin though. We had one right by the TC, but we opted to take a further one away first. Boring for Dashermin. I like that the Vil is out here for Matthew though. We want to grab the herdables if we can. There's actually still some herdables to take. We could find it, or maybe we're just going to come straight back. Now Matthew wanted a messy game in game 1, but I don't think he expected this kind of messy. We're going to have a little bit of calm in the Dark Age, but when we get to Fuel Age, this is going to be all out Vil warfare. How are we doing chopping through? We're a little bit closer to being chopped through for Dashermin. 2 trees need to go. We need... Well, we could do with 2 trees, but we're not chopping the right trees. Going to be a bit longer getting through for Matthew. Start farming already. And honestly, the losses that Dashermin took have already kind of been negated because Matthew had a bit of idle time. We had that lapse in the food income. Oh, barracks in here. Barracks in here? I just said that and then I registered what I said. This is kind of risky. I mean, as long as we put our feudal buildings here. But the barracks this early makes me think he wants to use it like now. I guess we get to control this food, but we're going to be fighting here very soon. Yeah, maybe for Man-at-Arms, but do we want to be spending the resources of Man-at-Arms just to get rid of these 2 Vils? When there's going to be serious fighting here. I mean, I guess as long as we drop like a range in here when we get to Fuel Age. Where are these Vils going? Oh yeah, we're Bulgarians. I'm an idiot. I completely forgot Dashermin's the Bulgarians. I mean, we do still have to buy the Man-at-Arms, but that is true. We don't have to spend all that food on the Man-at-Arms. Gonna go for stone. Okay, Matthew likes his towers. I feel like Matthew is accustomed to these kind of games. I mean, Dashermin honestly seems accustomed to them too, because we defended pretty well. Yeah, no, Arbase, you were totally right. I should have known. I asked for the Bulgarians and then I immediately forgot he was on Bulgarians. Gonna add the Man-at-Arms to take control of the food slice. You're ready to click up for Matthew though. We're already heavy on wood. Gonna get ready for the feudal age and it looks like his plan is gonna be towers. Still haven't clicked up there though. Dashermin's actually going to be on the way a good bit earlier. 2 militia produce. Gonna go find the vills for the opponent. Now we're clicked to fuel for Matthew. Honestly, pretty revital time. This is gonna hurt. We'll see how this goes. Gonna still be on a mill. I think we might need to transition back to some more wood for Dashermin though. These towers could be pretty painful. I assume that's what we're going for. Beetles in, man at arms go through. I'm gonna find these vills. Gonna be a surprise for Matthew. Wasn't expecting this. Honestly, the vills are found very quickly. Gonna get cleared out unless we see some fancy quick walls. Barracks and stable we're not for Dashermin. Okay, obviously the Bulgarian archer, not the best unit, but I have respect for the noble Bulgarian archer, especially in this kind of game. This is the kind of game where you can justify even like Spanish archers. Sometimes, no matter how rough your archer line is, sometimes you simply need a ranged unit. Gonna go for stable market. And now feudal's coming in for Matthew. What's the choice? I assume, yeah, we're gonna start towers. Gonna annoy this gold, but it doesn't deny too much. There's other golds we can take. But it will go up, and I don't think we know about it from Dashermin. No. Gonna add a blacksmith first. Interesting, these villas did die, I think. Yeah, they did. Tower goes up. Kicks us off this gold, but there are other golds we move to. Okay, this tower doesn't do that much. It makes it more difficult to move. Denies this gold, but we can't really take this gold anyway. And I guess it denies some TC space, but we're through here already. So that tower is not going to actually do too much. Dashermin has some rough idle time right now. We're just completely stopped. I wonder, are we just completely idling to click up? I think we are, honestly. This might be just the plan. Take out the vills in here. Yeah, I think that's actually what Dashermin's doing. This tower also. I mean, this tower does deny this gold. But we're through here, so we're actually fine for the moment. We can take it back. Yeah, we're just going to idle and click Castle Age. This could be a real problem for Matthew. So here are going to be okay. Yeah, just opting for towers and no military. We're going to be very surprised when the opponent hits Castle Age because we are a million years from Castle Age. We have... Okay, there's a little bit of food nearby. We're going to have to rely pretty much entirely on farms being kicked out of the food quadrant. Damn, this is a pretty sick... It's like insanely low eco. This might as well be all in for the moment. We're clicking up so early. But it might pay off. We just need to get back on gold. Here's a gold right here. Honestly, this mining camp will just work. But we're going to stay on stone. Maybe just going to go straight for a crepost. Oh, we've a ram. Ram coming out. Few large rams for the Cumans. If this was a little bit earlier, this would have been really scary, but the castle is going to come through. This is a sick strategy. This is like... These players just heard what I've been asking for this, the whole group stages, and they decided, like, Addictive, we got you. First quarterfinals, I got a Bulgarian Cuman matchup on pizza with TC spawns, and it looks like we're going to see everything I wanted to see. We're seeing rams, towers, we're going to see creposts. Crepost! This is sick. Bring more vills, but this is a really cool. I bet Matthew was just like, wait, what? You click Castle Age? How did you click Castle? And honestly, if we can save up a little bit more stone, TC in here too, while we're like fighting here, this could be insane. But our economy is a little bit too small for that at the moment. We've done, this is like pretty much all in, 18 vills to get this. Oh, we're going to try and actually deny this with another tower. This is a lot of tower fire. And I can see that we're spamming right click. You kind of want to be careful with that because sometimes spamming right click actually makes the vills work slower. You just want to retask them when they get pulled off. Oh, it might get denied. Where's the rest of our vills? Is that all our vills that we have here? Oh no, they're up here. Where are they? Yeah, they're here. We may just run it there. Okay, goes up, goes up. It's pretty low though, and there's 2 rams on it. Oh god, this Keppa's going straight back down. Rams need to die. Yikes, Krepos does go down. Sick. Sick from Matthew, but that was such a sick strategy. Maybe if we jumped the vills into Krepos, jumped out and punched down the ram, but there was 1 vill repairing. It would have taken some micro, but I think we could have done it. TC's gonna go down. That's GG. No way. What did we just witness? We saw both an 18 vill Bulgarian fast castle into Krepos and Cumin towers and rams on a pizza game with TC's like barely 1 tile from being in range. Good god. This game was wrapped, tied with a bow, delivered to under my Christmas tree from these players. What a sick game. Dashermin's still here. Dashermin, that was an awesome game. Sick strategy. But I guess the Rams surprised you. That was, oh, so rough. It's just because we were so low eco. Both players playing so well though. That was sick. Oof. 2-0 straight out the gate for Matthew though. The pressure is on for Dashermin, but I believe in the reverse sweep. Let's jump back to the draft. Oh, what a sick game. That game was just like made for me. That was made, designed specifically for me to see. So that was a Cumin win, Bulgarian loss on pizza. That was so sick. 2-0 though. Oh, Matthew is going to be feeling some crazy pressure. Sorry, Dashermin going to be feeling some crazy pressure going into this game. 2-0 down in the first quarterfinal in the best of 5. That is some serious pressure, but I believe in Dashermin. Dashermin's a good player. So what are we thinking? What's left in the draft? Game 3 is going to be Nomad. Dashermin's last home map. We got the admin pick and then straight through Dashermin's 2 home maps. Right, no more delay. I'm hyped. Let's jump into game 3 of the first quarterfinal of the WWCC. Here we go. We have a game. Matthew in the blue on the Huns. Dashermin in the red on the Italians. Okay, I actually really like Dashermin's chances here. I think Italians on regular Nomad are going to have a better chance than the Huns, but the Huns are going to aren't going to be going to go out without a fight. Where are we going to go? Ooh, both players, I think, struggling to find wood. I don't see any wood. They're struggling to find wood lines. Oh my god, are we going to get another close TC? No. Should go here, I think. We're thinking about it. Oh no! What happened? Okay, I thought that was... What's going on? Huh? Oh no, this is the danger of Huns. We built a dock first. I think we built a dock first. Oh god. Oh god. Absolute disaster. Matthew was, I think, maybe too comfortable. We just weren't thinking. Slammed the dock, like it's so natural to do. Slammed the dock down. Oh, Matthew, so sorry for what a rough time to join. Disaster. So, this is rough. This is so relatable. Any Nomad gamers in the chat, this has happened to everyone in Age of Empires 2 at some point. It's like completely understandable, especially with the high tensions. We're potentially on the brink of just straight up 3-0ing our first quarterfinal set, and we just, without thinking, we're like, okay, Nomad, gotta get some fish, drop a dock, but we forgot we were the Huns. We can't afford our TC. Gonna have to go for a lumber camp. We're playing old school land Nomad here. We have to chop 130 wood. Matthew. That's so good. Matthew, you're a legend. So glad you stopped by. I was just talking about how back in HCC, you are a fellow Jan Žižka brother from the Hidden Community Cup days. We were both in the same bracket, but we kind of avoid each other. We were on opposite sides of the knockout stages. You knocked out my Group B brother, St. Arnulf, in the quarterfinals. So I'm struggling to decide who to root for here. You are a legend forever for me being a Jan Žižka brother. But Dashermin is a chat legend. Dashermin's here all the time. He is my conscience in the chat telling me to stop streaming when I want to go for like another 12-hour stream, like 3 days in a row. This is rough though. This isn't just a isn't just a rank game. It's rough. Whoa, what was that? Oh, LTC! Thanks so much for the sub. Oh my god, I think that's the first time that the voice worked. The TTS, did you hear that? I heard LTC's message getting read out. It was really quiet though. So for anybody who doesn't play Nomad, who hasn't had this happen to them, it's the worst that could kind of happen to you. So Huns start with less wood. So you want to not drop a dock first, because if you drop a dock, you can't afford your town center. But in a regular rank game, I wouldn't just resign. It's going to be rough, but not all is lost. You do exactly what Matthew is doing here. Drop a lumber camp. You only have to chop about 100 wood, but you're going to be super far behind the opponent. Already 3 vills down. We're still only halfway building our TC. So this is huge pressure for Matthew. But still, we are 2-0 up. And like Arbe said there, yeah, if you win this is like the ultimate win to close out a 3-0. I think Dashermin has no idea the hell that Matthew is in right now. Oof, starting off on like as heavy of a setback as you can, but we still have a potential game. Let's see. But we are 9 eco units to 3. Matthew's villa production only now starting. Now we do get the Hunnic horse. Gonna secure some herdables. But this is pretty rough. We're like 5 minutes in and we're half the economy of our opponents. Gonna get a boar though. LTC, you didn't hear the TTS? Did anybody hear it? I heard a voice read out. You wrote "there we go," and I heard a voice say it. Maybe it's somehow only in my ears, or it might have just been super quiet. It did seem low. But this is rough. I would straight up say that Matthew's dead, but now I kind of, if Matthew wins this is going to be an absolutely legendary set. Straight 3-0 when we docked versus Huns in the third game. Oh yeah, you guys should definitely play more. You guys are very similarly matched, I think. That was a sick strategy. You guys, so this set is like a perfect gift, like designed for me. I've been complaining about boomy Grapple games. You gave me anything but that in game 1. And I looked at your drafts and I said, I would love to see Bulgarians or I'd love to see Cumans. And you guys gave me both in the one game with TCs like 1 tile away from being in range of each other. And then this, what is going on in the set? So, a minute idle time for Dashermin. So we've caught up a bit in vills, but we are down 4 fishing ships, still on the back foot. But this is not as bad as it could be. Could be much worse. Pulling in some boars. Where are these vills off to? Matthew, where are we going? Are we just looking for boar? Oh, we're looking for deer. We're gonna go mill, I think. Oh, you thought about that? Are we so? It's only just kind of become a meme in this channel. I genuinely love this map pool. The map pool is insane. The only issue is that Grapple is a really, like, players see it as a safe pick, so you see it so much more than other maps, and it is pretty boomy. We had a game yesterday or the day before that was the longest I've seen in like almost 100 sets. It was like 2 hours long. Something, it was, what was it, 769 hussars produced from one player. But it was still a sick game. It wasn't like 2 hours long because the players were doing nothing. They were trying hard to win. They just couldn't break the stalemate. But yeah, Grapple games, it's fine if I'm casting from Rex like this. I can just hit 2 times speed. But in a live set, Grapple is a bit rough. And Golden Hill honestly can be pretty boomy too, but we do see some sick games on Golden Hill. We had a local chat legend Salava with a crazy game on Golden Hill the other day. Both players sneaking at the same time. That was sick. Alright, Dashermin going to be clicking up to Feudal, but clicking up to Feudal on 15 vills. Super low economy. Matthew now actually has the vill lead, but we're still down in fish. For the TTL map pool. I actually finished that video I was telling you about Airbase last night, but my editing software, something is going on. I tried to render it like 10 times, it kept crashing. I really wanted to get it out today. So it's probably gonna have to be tomorrow. I'll have to let it render overnight. Infield barracks is going up for Matthew. Getting nice to the wall though. This is still a game, to be honest. This is much more of a game than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, just had some idle time for Dashermin, and Matthew managed to catch up in Vills. We're still leading the fish. We've added a lot of fish. 7 fishing ships doing it. Gonna do some solid work. Gonna add just a blacksmith. For Dashermin, I guess we can't afford anything else. Oh, this is actually going to work out in Matthew's favor. So we're going to add a fire ship. Oh no, we cancelled it. I was going to say we're adding a fire ship for Dashermin, but there's actually no fish to kill. Matthew's winning convincingly. The games have been so sick. This game, like every game has had something insane about it. This has been one of the coolest sets, like as a whole so far. We're only 3 games in. Hopefully we get more than just the first 3 games. Gonna go straight to Castle Age for Dashermin though. Coming up, we're getting some scouting in. We know where the opponent is. Does Dashermin? No, Dashermin doesn't know where Matthew is. Now, Matthew's going to know that Dashermin's going to go straight up. We can see the blacksmith, we can see the market. Let's see, now we do have a super safe... Wait, what? Second market, Dashermin, what's going on? We think we forgot we made a market. Double market dominance. But we do have some stone here. Okay, we deleted it. I think it's just nerves. We are... Oh, we saw the veil. You know what? I think that was it. We saw the veil coming. And we were like, oh, this veil is going to do something. Maybe we thought there was just like one of 4 or something. It was going to be some towers. So we thought it was a veil trying to sneak. I get that. I actually expect that. Yeah, we're going to go heavy on stone. This could be a super quick game. Yeah, Dashermin confirms it. So yeah, it took me a minute to realize what was wrong, but I realized that you would have seen this veil in your line of sight. And maybe you thought there was like more veils in the fog. No, it makes total sense. You wanted to just block them off. So nice reaction. If it was that would have been a good reaction. Castle's on the way, 1 minute 30. We're going heavy on stone. This could be a quick game. Gonna see that we're on stone. Phil might die here. If we're watching, oh nice, we're watching so closely. You're playing Catan with friends? That's sick. I love me some Catan. Gonna go for a blacksmith. Market of our own. Try and get up, but the opponent is gonna have a castle. Matthew's in trouble, and okay, we're starting the walls. The issue is, like, walls are the right reaction when you know there's a castle coming. The problem is you can't stop a castle going right here. You would need walls, like, back here, but how do you wall this? It's so open. There's not much you can do. You can go out and, like, put some buildings down, try and make it difficult to place. Gonna be a nice castle age for Dashermin. Still can't quite afford a castle. Oh, we're just gonna go for TC. Interesting. We're still staying on stone. And like the economy play will get us there in the end because Matthew had such a rough start. But this is kind of risky. Castle is clicked for Matthew. Matthew, like the fact that you have a game here at all is incredible from such a rough start. This is such a sick series. Oh god, I want more games. I don't want it to end here. Sorry, Matthew, I hate to say it, but please die. Please get castle dropped here. Give us a game 4. 2 minutes to castle age. Dashermin is adding some fish, or adding some fire ships, just to make sure that Matthew isn't on fish. And honestly, maybe Matthew should have went on fish. But the fires are out now. And we're adding more fish, nice. But now we're 2 TC for Dashermin. And we're producing. Matthew laughing. Sorry, Matthew. I'm on your side. You're a fellow Janjiska survivor of the Hidden Community Cup, but right here, I unfortunately need to sacrifice you for the greater good. I want to see a nice set. We're used to seeing 3 games. I want to see 5 games. But it looks like we're going to see a castle in your immediate future. Does Dashermin know where the TC is yet? Oh my god, no! Oh, Dashermin, you got to make a scout. Or make a spear. Just send a spear out, run around. This is actually huge that we don't know where the opponent is. Defensive castle. Damn, castle right here, the game's over. And the scout would literally just, or the spear would just need to run here. And we know where the castle is, where the TC is. Where the castle needs to go. We're still in a fantastic spot. But it's just a shame that it could be straight up game over. Oh, Matthew's going to find out that Dashermin's right here. And Matthew can afford a castle of his own. This is still a game. This, like, it's not out of the question that Matthew wins this game. It is Nomad, and Nomad... Castle drops on Nomad just win games. Castle drop. Oh my god, Vils are coming forward to try and stop it. I can't believe that this is happening in this game. Matthew shouldn't have this much of a chance after that start. Castle goes up. We're going to kick this TC out. Siege Workshop coming from Dashermin. So, not the end of the world. The TC is going to go down. Still, we have a castle. Boris gets killed by the castle, but now we know that there is a castle. Dashermin, my friend, you need some scouting info. You need to know where the opponent is. Have some Genoese on the field. I do like that we've added a lot of fish. We're on 12 fishing ships now. Economy lead is pretty decent. 3k, 4k res up actually. Oh, Dashermin gonna opt to go for rams to take this back down. I don't know if this is going to work very well. There's a lot of Vils waiting here. We could jump into the TC to shoot the Vils trying to kill the rams. We're going to go just for a ram and a monk. More than anything, we just need scouting info to know what our plan is. We're kind of just playing blind. Don't know what the opponent's doing. We're just hoping that our eco is going to carry us through, and it probably will. No promises. Gonna go for a stable. But you know what? I'll actually swap the... Well, will I swap the colours? It does make more sense because the TC is here, but actually Matthew's here right now. Yeah, I'll swap them. Dashermin was Vil dancing to mine some gold. Oh my god. We have 2 rams though, but 2 rams? I don't know if they can take this down with this many Vils. We could... The TC can shoot the Vils, so maybe you can get it down. Maybe you want like 3 to 4 rams. Oh, look, we're actually using the Vil to make the castle not fire on the rams. Or is it so we can mine the gold? Oh, this is what you mean. We're dodging the castle fire to mine the gold safely. This is kind of sick. Tarkin is on the field though. Vil goes down. We gotta jump in the TC. Monk is gonna try and convert to Tarkin. Ooh, jumps into the castle at the last second. Try to convert again. Oh, look at this micro! Did it again, and the monk went down. I just want to remind everybody, this is 1100 elo. This is pretty sick. Imp clicked for Dashermin though. Castle is being damaged. Imp is going to pretty much end the game. If ever there was a game for Imp into GG, it will be this one, but there's going to be a Mangonel on the field. This was genuinely more of a game than it had any right to be. This was incredible. EC will fall. Once Dashermin hits Imp, we get 1 Treb, and that's pretty much going to be the game. I think we're scouting now. Yeah, we're going to get some scouting in finally for Dashermin. Going to find where the opponent is. Finally, no, we can see. Take some safer gold. And we can afford another castle for Dashermin. I'm going to speed us up though. I think this is going to be... Oh, this could be so much more forward, Dashermin. We can't see the TC, I guess, but... from the vision we have, this is fine. It controls nice space, controls the hill, controls the gold, controls the stone, but it could also just be right here. But we're about to be imp, so it's not going to matter. Castle will go up. 30 seconds to Imperial Age, and Matthew has absolutely nothing left. Sick game, though. The fact it was any kind of game. Like, this castle, depending if it was, like, placed somewhere, there's a world where this game actually goes to Matthew somehow. Imp comes in. Castle will go up. There's a Treb in the queue. This is pretty much going to be the game. Go. Be the first trap shot, maybe call it a day. Matthew calls it. Okay, we do have a game 4. The first game 4. WWCC TC Falls. Gonna go to Dashermin. There we go. GG. So, game 4. And honestly, that was pretty well played by Matthew, all things considered. If that was a standard game, maybe the scouting could have done Dashermin in, but we got there. Gonna go to game 4. Jump back to the draft. That was Hun's loss, Italian win. On Nomad, went to Dashermin, but now we have no home maps left. The last 2 games, if they get played, are going to be on opponents' home maps. So game 4, we're going to one of Matthew's home maps. We're going to be going to Stranded game 4. Everybody's thinking Mongols, Dravidians. I want to check the draft again myself. Let me just do this. So Matthew, look, going into game 4, we have Georgians, Dravidians, Incas, and Dashermin. We've got Ethiopians, Magyars, Mongols. Okay, everybody's thinking Mongols, Dravidians. Like, Dravidians make sense. I guess Mongols. Ethiopians, I think, can be kind of good here though. But there's Golden Hill left. Right, game is loaded. Let's go. Get your votes in. We have our first game 4. Going to be Dashermin in the red on the Ethiopians, and Matthew on the Incas. Interesting. Incas, I think, has got to be the least played Mesociv, because I would have thought it was Aztecs, but Aztecs been getting played actually a little bit. I've been seeing some Aztecs. But Mayans are being played. Aztecs a bit less, but Incas are definitely being picked the least from what I've seen. This is kind of a satisfying TT. Very snug. But could present some problems in the future. From this hill for Dashermin. Nice TC2 for Matthew. A little bit easier to defend. Get just a little wall down. Pretty safe. Here we go. Stranded for game 4. Docks up. Matthew hopefully able to shake off the rough game 3, but honestly played so well for what happened on game 3. Like Def Raider was saying, a lot of people just instantly GG. They go like, oh damn, my bad, let's get the next game. But we played it out and honestly had a pretty decent chance of winning, all things considered. He's gonna go up. Bro, stop putting the TCs close to the middle. Yeah, that's the thing, because if any kind of hill control comes from your opponent, it's just, you're in for so much pain. This is a pretty nice spot though. Hill's pretty far away from your gold. But we've seen the same even in the Community Cup. The hills just become such a problem. Now we're going to do some llama scouting. I wonder what we're thinking about with the Incas. Do we like, is Incas just a comfort pick, or do we have something prepared? Nice scouting in. Did I vote for the Community Wars? I did. Don't actually, I'm not sure I remember all my votes. Is the voting still up? Because I might post it again actually. I think voting might end tomorrow, I think is what Paradox said. I will watch this llama for a minute. I'm going to link the Community Awards again. There, I encourage anybody who has a few minutes, get your votes in for the Community Awards 2024. Such a cool idea. Yeah, I saw people commenting that. People really like Stranded. I love Stranded. Stranded, I think after Boundary Brawl, is my favorite map for the WWCC. Gus has made some cool games. Pretty sick. Russell, what's up? Thanks for the raid, buddy. Another hidden Community Cup legend. We have two here. Two, I think, two Jan Žižka brothers. Matthew playing here from the Jan Žižka bracket community in the hidden Community Cup. And Russell actually took me out in the semi-finals. Matthew was on the other side of the semi-finals to me. Sick, I really appreciate the raid, Russell. But here we go, we're into game 4 for the first quarterfinal. Oh god, the sounds are breaking so bad. I heard the raid sound tried to play, it just didn't do anything. How'd the stream go though, Russell? I see, that's a nice viewer count. Do you get a big raid? That's sick. I'm so hyped to see people coming back, getting some community casting again. I'm hyped for the quarterfinals. You got a T90 raid, sick. Oh, T90's back? Did he stream today? Didn't actually know. I have been absolutely dead today. I just didn't sleep. Then I passed out in the middle of the day for 4 hours and then just went live. Oh, the Garrison qualifier starts today. Sick. Now we got a bit of idle time again from Dashermin to start here. My cast one of my sets from WWCC. Russell, I did not play well this tournament. If you're gonna cast Annie, you could cast my last set. The one against Yunchez. I think I played all right there, but I am really not playing at the level that I signed up with. You'll see. 3 vills down though, starting off for Dashermin here. Just a bit of idle time. Start for the walls. Buffalo gets control swapped, so we're gonna know where the opponent is. Yo, getting ready to click up, but Dashermin, it's been a trend this tournament that we are clicking up on super low vill counts. We're entering feudal age with a pretty weak economy. We'll see, maybe we can get there in spite of it. Me versus Berry Catcher, that was my second set, I think, and I don't remember if that was cast. Dizzy might have cast that, you might want to check that one. I played Ace Leviathan, Berry Catcher, Haster, and Yunchez, and I think I played okay, but I'm making stupid mistakes. It's because I'm casting so much, I'm just not practicing at all. So I think I played the best. The last tournament, the last set, I was the most practiced. I think that was my best play. So if you wanted a cool set, it would be that one. And there's some pretty sick games. We had a game 1 Nomad in the last set that I played, where our TCs were 1 tile away from needing a restart. We were so close to being in range of each other. It was sick. We actually paused and we're like, oh god, do we need to call our base? Can we play this game? Feudal's coming in. Dashermin with a low vill count though. 4 vills down coming into the feudal age. Think of this feudal age. Are we going to just go for straight archers? Don't have a barracks or anything. Double dock. Gonna go for 2 fires. Too much casting, not enough practicing. That's exactly it. And honestly, in October I signed up at an ELO peak. I felt great. But then I felt strong there. I signed up at 1450. Then I stopped playing. Then I started casting. And I just a month of no casting where the only games I played were a practice set on the day of my tournament set. So I get the results that I practice for. Can't really blame anything else, but it does feel rough. Ark's gonna go up for Dashermin. Sending some spears forward to scout from Matthew. What is the plan going to be, though, from both players? We're kind of just chilling. Where did those fires go? They're on the way. Just one dock for Matthew for the moment. Spears are forward. We're going to get some vision. Oh, they're going to step right into TC. We're not watching. We also don't see them. Okay, we see them. We see them. Careful, don't shoot the buffalo. Okay. Grab the buffalo back. We're all good. Someone is climbing. Climbing because they're not at the correct elo, or they're peeking and ready to hide. That's just community tournaments in a nutshell. But I have to say, so like it's best case scenario for me. I think it's worse when you're like underrated because you just crush your whole bracket. I was the opposite. I got crushed by my whole bracket. But to be honest, I think we're coming up on 100 sets cast soon on my channel, and the sets we've seen have been like, by and large, very balanced. There's maybe been, you know, under 5, say, sets that were just a complete stomp. Most sets we've been seeing have been going to game 3 or have been very competitive. So, like, thank God the elo balancing worked pretty well. Early wheelbarrow for Matthew. Gonna go for range. Range coming in for Dashermin 2. Now the fires did get some damage. They took out. Gonna start taking out the fish. I'm not gonna fight back. Just gonna give up the water. We're gonna go for skirms. Mark it on the way for Dashermin. We're adding some fish too. I love this. Is the thing Dashermin does though. Maybe might be a little bit of a thinking too much of my own stream, but we know Dashermin watches a lot. Maybe he's been listening. He is one to, when we win water, we take advantage of it. Add some fish. Market going up. Our base, are you going to the garrison? They're fairly felt like your sets were close. Some games your opponent had a bad strap, but still very close. That's it. Like, I have to say, by far, I think we're on like something like 85 sets now, and I can't remember the last one that was just a complete stomp. There was one the other day, but that's because one of the players was like the lowest elo in the entire tournament. So like that's just fair play to him for playing it all. But overall has been very, very balanced. Castle's on the way for both players. Going to be a bit quicker for Matthew, and now the vill counts equalize, but Matthew's lost all the fish. Just completely gave it up. And we're still adding fish for Dashermin. Nice. So Dashermin's economy is now going to start taking shape. Double range going to be the opening as we get into this castle age. Fletching on the way in. We're adding skirms just because we expect the opponent to be doing archers, because what else are we going to do? It's what Ethiopians want to be doing if they can. The Swedish Beast with the first on game 4. I honestly keep forgetting that command is there too. That's the goal. Yeah, it has actually been crazy. That most people seem to be pretty, you know, accurate. Their elo, at least for the tournament, seems to be pretty accurate. They've just the amount of game 3s we're seeing. We see very little just straight 2-0s. Alright, we're in Castle Age now. Eagle is on the field. Gonna go straight for a second TC. Super close to the first one though. Now we're double range producing archers for Dashermin. Are we going to see straight crossbow Bodkin? We do get the free pikes. Pikes versus the Mesosivs. They do... pikes do get a bonus versus eagles though, don't they? I think they get a tiny one, but it's not like... It's nowhere near the level of Cav. Yeah, our base. I saw the post that you guys put up. Tiebreakers have been crazy. Paladin tiebreaker was insane. Like, I think it kind of tipped a little bit at the end, but in the middle of it, there was so many people in the exact tie in Paladins. Right, we're now firmly in Castle Age, but neither player making a huge use of it. Going to take some stone. Going to tower? I don't think this is necessary. Towers are super expensive on this map. We can just back off if we get some pressure. And there's only one tile of stone. It's going to be gone. We're actually spending like half of this tile of stone just on this tower. This is kind of expensive. I'd maybe just TC instead. We're going to get a TC in the center for Dashermin. We have a lot of archers. Going to need something to deal with the skirms though. Archer armor on the way in. Bodkin is in. Want to grab that crossbow upgrade though soon. Right, both players 2TC. I don't think this tower was necessary. I think this was a big stone expenditure on a map when stone is so crucial. Stable going up in the middle. Elite skirm on the way for Matthew. Pikeman was rigged. Second stable going up, okay. Gonna be able to deal with the skirm soon. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. We're actually kind of just chilling. Elite skirm comes in. Gonna add some knights. Siege going up a home, kind of like that for Matthew. The village is still in Matthew's department, but Dashermin still has pretty big fishing economy. Skirm's gonna find the TC, but the knights pop out. 4 knights jump out straight away. Gonna clear these skirms. We still don't have crossbow. Skirms will get chased down. I'm gonna lead them under the tower, but this is the thing. Like, we built the tower so we could take the stone safely. We still just pull the vills off. Oh, knights might jump in here. Yikes. Oh god, knights are in. No, they're not. They're back. They turned back around. Oof. No problem, LTC. Thanks for stopping by. As usual. I hope we get a game 5 too. That would be sick. If the first quarterfinal goes to game 5. That'd be huge. Gonna add his third TC. Finally, we're clicking crossbow and cav armor on the way in. Knights are in though. We could just hit these vills. What's stopping us from hitting these vills? Crossbow submarine coming in. I really like Dashermin's position military wise. Oh, we're actually open here too. And we're actually... The knights aren't taking too much damage. Okay, one knight's gonna fall. Castle coming up here for Matthew. Does secure some gold, but it's not actually defending us that much. This is so expensive. So on Stranded, like, you maybe afford one castle. Sometimes you see games with none. Stone is hard to come by here, so you spend your castle, that's kind of it. I don't know if I agree with this castle, but we'll see. Second barracks coming up. Maybe we're thinking of switching to eagles. Or we just want more pike production for the knights. Knights walls though. Pretty cute walls, but the castle will go up, but I'm not in love with the position. Dashermin slipping a little bit on field production too. Cross production is still going. You love the redocking? Yeah, this is the thing. Dashermin's actually pretty good with the fish. Getting some serious value. 12 fishing ships. Still fishing. Now we're going to add some farms under the castle. Dashermin, we got to make vills. Or we're actually idling for imp, I think. It seems like that's what we're doing. We're not spending food. Gonna siege in the middle. Don't know if imp is super necessary right now though, but that's what the plan is. We actually still need 2 buildings. We have a siege workshop, but we need another building. Oh, careful! Nice. Okay, get some nice shots. Just dodge the mangonel. No ballistics in. Still getting some bill picks. Dashermin, what are we doing? We're so idle. We need either another building for Imp or we gotta spend our resources. I don't know where... Okay, yeah, we realize we're gonna get a university. We're gonna click up. Matthew under huge pressure though. Our base is so compact we can't move. I need to get some military of our own. We got the Kameyuks on the field. Gonna do well against the Knights. But they're not gonna do... It's not gonna do everything for us. Double siege workshop on the front coming. There's a lot of Knights. Oh, Kameyuk's going forward. Gonna find the TC. We're just gonna dive straight through. Still only first cav armor. Caused some serious problems though. I still really like Dashermin's position, but we still haven't clicked Imp. Floating 1 million money. Okay, now we've clicked Imp. Ballistics on the way in. Careful of the archers. Archers dying to TC. We're looking at something else, I think. I'm not sure what we're looking at. Just panic a little bit. Okay, there we go. Kameyuk still being produced. Rams on the way and 8 more Knights in the queue for Dashermin. 2 minutes to Imp. We want to keep up crossbow production though, because the opponent isn't actually adding skirms. We have a couple of skirms, but we've only seen Kameyuk, so there's no reason to stop crossbow production. But Imperial Age is coming. Only thing is Imperial Age doesn't do tons for us. We grab Arbalest, grab Bracer. It's not like we have a castle of our own. But we can just run straight into the base is the thing. We can just... This is the thing about this castle. Why I'm not a fan of its position is it actually doesn't defend us too much. We can just ignore it, kill the base. The Rams are actually going to go down. One Ram's going down to the Kameyuks. The Skirms are here, but the Knights are just diving straight in. Straight through to the base, to the eco. Nice wall. Oh, it's still open though. Okay, nice walls. It's a lot of Knights. Need more Kameyuks, need some pikes. Oh, we want to ram the castle? Okay, this is going to be a big mistake, I think. We can just completely ignore the castle. The castle, I don't think is a big deal right now. It will be... But Imp is in. We can actually just kill the base. These 2 TCs are so vulnerable. I mean, if the castle goes down, we'll happily take it. Imp comes in. What are we doing with the Imp? Kind of idling. What did we go to Imp for? We gotta spend, maybe grab Bracer, grab Chemistry, grab Arbalest. Kameyuks go down. We lost the Rams. I think pushing the castle was a mistake. We can completely ignore it. Obviously, I say this, we can see the whole map. Dashermin can only see this. But still. Pretty easy to identify the castle's not that big of a deal when the whole base is just so vulnerable. Monk's coming out now. Chemistry's on the way, nice. We're still producing vills. University coming down from Matthew. Knights are gonna run. Oh, Knights could potentially find some damage. Oh, this is gonna be so lucky. The Knights just gonna run straight to these vills. Just kind of moving around, keeping some map control. Second cav armor on the way. And we're producing crossbow again, nice. Grab some upgrades. Gonna grab that Bracer. Grab that Arbalest. I might just speed us up to 2 times speed for a little bit because kind of big chilling here. Bombard cannons queued. Yeah, this game is gonna go to Dashermin, I think. Matthew going for scorpions, but not gonna do very well against the bombard cannons. Bombard cannons on the field, gonna start knocking on the door of the castle, and we kind of can't do anything about it. There is a bit of an army here that can come forward, but there's so much army here. Castle will fall. Are we gonna get a game 5 in the first quarterfinals? Oh god, Archer's gonna mow down these units. Knight's gonna come in, clear up the rest. Castle falls. This is Dashermin's game. We're gonna have a game 5. GG called. Oof. Tied set. I bet Matthew is kicking himself for that Hun game on Nomad, but we actually are gonna have a game 5. That's so sick. Nice play from both. Oh, and now both players are feeling pressure. I bet Dashermin's adrenaline is going crazy. We're working for the reverse sweep here. Matthew has just needed one win for the past 2 games. Let's jump back to the draft. Game 3. Sorry, not game 3. I'm too used to saying game 3. Game 5. Again, okay. That was Incan loss. Ethiopian win. Unstranded went to Dashermin. Tied set. Game 5 is going to be Golden Hill. Is Matthew's home map. Pressure is still on Dashermin, but now Matthew can't afford to lose another game. This next game is what it all comes down to. Winner takes all here. The winner advances to the semis. Loser, unfortunately, it's going to be their last game in WWCC. Oh, I can feel the tension. The pressure's on. Let me get game 5 loaded. What are we thinking? Only a couple civs left. 2 civs left for each player. What's the matchup going to be for Golden Hill? Got Dravidians, Georgians for Matthew. Magyars, Mongols for Dashermin. But now, let me get your votes in for game 5. This is going to be a tense one. Both players, I bet, hearts were pumping. It's already stressful enough playing a tournament set. Stressful enough playing a best of 3. But we're in game 5 of best of 5, so they're probably exhausted and stressed. Okay, game 5 is ready. Random is thinking Dravidians, Mongols. Oh, hold on, let's not jump in. Dashermin, little background. We had to take a 2-hour break because you had to pick up your wife at the airport after game 3 or 4. Okay, that's honestly huge. That's really good information for us because we know that you're both not going into this like straight 4 games in a row into the 5th game. That's really good that you got a break. Maybe wasn't great for your heart because you would have been stressed about it, but that's sick. So you got a break. Honestly, if you can take a break between those sets, it can be worth, say, if you're going to like game 4 or 5 in a tied set, it could be worth asking your opponent, do you want to take like 20 minutes just to get a drink of water and, you know, clear your head? But it can be rough. The schedules can be tough for these long sets. Stressed about being late for your wife while you're playing games? Yeah. Right. Thanks for that info, Dashermin. Actually matters not, but now the time is here. Game 5 in our first quarterfinal. Let's jump in. We're going to Golden Hill. Here we go. Matthew in the blue on the Dravidians. We're on his home map. We're on Golden Hill. Dashermin in the red on the Magyars. Let's get this game underway. Tensions are high for both players. This is winner take all. Winner's going to advance. The loser, unfortunately, their time in the WWCC is done. But I hope they had fun anyway. I had honestly a horrible run this tournament, but I still had fun. It's just so fun playing in competitive settings. Even for no stakes. I like this TC though. Small little woodline, but we got shorefish right here. This one, honestly, Matthew got absolutely screwed on the shorefish. Look how far they spawned. This happens sometimes. Sometimes players get a super lucky shorefish right on their TC, and the opponent just has nothing for miles. Honestly, we can't even really take any. We could take this one if we can find it. Pretty rough map gen for Matthew. But Dravidians do get a fairly smooth start, but a kind of a difficult civ to play. Magyar is much more straightforward. Honestly, some people disagree with me. I really recommend Magyars as like a beginner civ because no eco bonus, but I think that could kind of help. But they can kind of do everything reasonably. Pretty smooth civ to play. Free foraging makes them just feel strong. I don't know. I recommend some weird civs. Everybody recommends like Franks recommends Britons for new players, but I'm here like, no, play Magyars, play Goths. Just enjoy, have fun. But I bet both players' hearts were pounding here, so Doc going up for Matthew, getting some nice scouting in, kind of realizing how bad our generation is. We've no shorefish to go for. Gonna have to secure some other source of food. But we'll have the fish to help us get through. Dashermin getting our dock up. Similar scouting, but we have the shorefish straight away. Gonna have a decently smooth start. Do we have a boar? Oh, we have a boar too. Nice. I wonder, are we gonna see some sneaks. So we saw a crazy Golden Hill game the other day. It's the most recent video on the YouTube. Highly recommend checking out if you haven't seen it. Between local chat legend Salava and Hello What's Your Name. We had both players sneaking vills. It was the most chaotic Golden Hill game I think I've seen. But usually these games are a little bit more chilled. Sometimes you get like a vill come forward to drop a dock. But the sneak vills are rare on this map. It's because the meta has just evolved. People wall the front super early now. So it's hard to get a vill in. Like, how would you sneak a vill in here? I don't think you can. Yeah, Matthew, there's no way you're sneaking a vill into his base. But maybe could happen here. Vill could definitely slip through here. But you'd have to get lucky that you go down. If you go up, you're going to be spotted. Go. Speed us up a little bit through the Dark Age here. Pretty good idle time. Dashermin 0 idle at all. Gotta get some fish going though. Look. Here we go. Is this gonna be a dock or what's going on here? I imagine a house in the middle. Typically what you see with a vill if they come out this time. What are we doing with them? This is the risk. We could try and make the game messy and just try and steal it. It seems like Matthew loves those kind of games. The messy, chaotic games. Oh, I think this is going to be a full-on sneak vill. And Dashermin, as I was just saying, Dashermin's base could be snuck into. Metal Gear Solid? Are we full stealth mode? Gotta go down this way. Matthew, be careful. Oh, we're not going to be seen. This is huge. I kind of don't want the game to go this way if it's going to be a quick game, but this is pretty sick for Matthew. Sneak vill secured pretty early on. Dashermin has no idea. Gotta keep an eye on this vill, see what we're going to do. I assume we're going to see a blacksmith down, or a barracks down. And then Dashermin, if he walls, he's going to be very surprised when we come to Feudal Age. Where's this vill going? There's no way. I assume... Okay, we're just getting ready to wall. Where are we going? Matthew, why are we come back? No, why are we leaving? This could have been sick. I don't understand why we're coming back. Just change our mind. Maybe... So maybe we just kind of got cold feet. And we're like, you know what? This is actually game 5. I can't really mess around here. But this could have actually been huge. It still is a risk. Even executed perfectly, it's risky. But Matthew, changing the strategy late, gonna go, actually, no, this is too risky for a game 5. Gonna pull the vill back, but there's a vill coming forward for Dashermin. Select all idols? Maybe. I don't use the hotkey. Do you guys use select all idols? I never actually do that. Maybe. So, I think you guys are right. I actually think you guys are right because this vill became a fisherman. And it looks like she's headed here. No, she's a hunter. Maybe it was. Maybe we killed a deer and we hit select all vills. If Matthew's still here, he could tell us. I think that is what happened. It's not the end of the world. We had a lot of walking time. But we're fine. We didn't lose a vill. There's a barracks in the center now for Dashermin. Oh, some of you do use select all vills, all idols. I don't. So I have the game set so that double click. If you double click vills, it just selects all the idols on your screen. But for that exact reason, I don't like to select all idols because you'll be playing the game and you'll look somewhere and you're like, why is there a vill just like walking across the top of my screen in my enemy's base? How did it get out there? Gonna go back forward though. And Dashermin actually could see this if we were paying attention. We maybe didn't look though. There's no way the sneak still happens. I think we look back at the TC to get Feudal Age. The sneak is still gonna happen. We walked the whole way back home and then came back. Oh my god. J.R. Tolkien, there and back again, playing out live in Game 5 of the first quarterfinals of WWCC. But we're going to get the initiative for Dashermin here. Stable going to go up in the center. The front's actually pretty walled. You should try to double click. I resisted double click for so long because I really like, you know, I had the way my Dark Age went so memorize, and I used to double click a lot to select all vills. But I had, like, there's nothing worse if you have it on default behavior in a stressful situation where you like double click something and you send every vill in your whole economy to go and like build one house, and you're just like, oh my god, GG, just call the game. Like, you have to grab so many vills, retask them. No, I really recommend the changing the double click behavior if you haven't tried it before. Good god, like it makes me sick thinking about that. I hate when that happens. But Feudal now gonna come in for Matthew. The Sleek actually is gonna be too late, I think. I don't know what happens this game. So the scouts can't exactly get easy access. It's not like we're dead. We have a fire on the field. Oh, we're just gonna slip onto TC. We didn't notice. Oh, we did notice. Nice reactions, but the scouts through. Hobasilic, you didn't know you gave it? Yeah, it's in the it's somewhere in the options menu when you're in game. It's like double click behavior is the setting. And I think default is just select all, but you can set it to select idols only. Oh, scout's gonna get punched down. And it is a game changer because it just gets rid of those games where you like say, I don't know, you want to double click, you accidentally double click and like right click something and every vill in your economy comes walking. That just like can't happen if you change that. Gonna go 3 docks for Matthew, but still yet to actually get on water. We have 2 fires sitting in the docks. What is this vill up to? Vill is still sitting here. I think Matthew might be in a little bit of a tailspin. We might have noticed that the vill came all the way home and went like, oh no, our strategy. We can still make this work though. Especially because of this, Dashermin's walling. So if we suddenly have army in our base, we're going to be very surprised. Death Vader happened to you twice? That has been happening to me for like the past 20 years. I really resisted changing that until I had like a couple games in a row where it happened and I was like, no, fine. Change it. Never look back. It is, I think, actually the better way to play. Plus, if you just have like a ton of idols in the middle of your base, like say, I don't know, your berries run out or like a gold pile runs out, you can just double click and it'll just select those idols. You can quickly get them to something else. I think it's pretty good. We have 2 scouts, but still not full walled, but it is kind of hard to get in here. Now the fire is going to meet in the middle. Castle is on the way. Dashermin is just on top of things. A lot of fires for Matthews though. Going to have pretty good water control. Scouts can try to get in again. Are we watching? No, we were watching the water. Scouts just run through. Only 2 scouts though. I think it's not that big of a deal. Gotta get this vill doing something. Gonna come forward for Dashermin, try and get some more central control. And I see Dashermin's plan. Oh, we actually got a vill. Nice. With Dashermin, 7 vills on stone. Gonna go for a quick barracks. But honestly, 2 scouts isn't the end of the world. They are Magyar scouts, but can be punched down. A gate? Yeah, maybe just secure it. Make it so scouts just can't run through. But we're gonna go so heavy on water. Gonna go up to 10 fires. The opponent's only 1 dock. Come on, Vill. We gotta remember this Vill's here. Oh, hydrate. Okay, thank you, Melna. I actually forgot my tea. It's gone cold. Remember, I was talking about I was worried I was going to be tired. I am wide awake now. This set has been so sick. Kind of crazy walls. Going to get another Vill pick with these scouts. Damn, these scouts are actually going to get value. And the spears can't get them. They're trapped. They're in a zoo. As long as this tree doesn't get chopped. Scouts are trapped in here. No, we deleted. Okay, it's going to be fine. The scouts will go down. But it would have been cute if we just produced a single spear into there. Let's take them out. Castle comes in for Dashermin. We're very far from Castle for Matthew. We've had low food income. Look at the water. Gonna be up to 13 fires. This is a conversation we have almost every time that we have a close Golden Hill game like this, where like central control is key on this map, but if you have the center and you've no presence on the water, sometimes that's not enough to win the game. Gonna have a nice food economy coming for Matthew. Farm's getting started. Dashermin needs to get some food ASAP. We have actually no food to make vills. Yeah, I think we need to stop producing. 13 fires is more than enough. We have complete water control. I would like to see more fish at it, to be honest. Get the fires out, spread them down these shorelines. Keep an eye out for some sneak docks, but we completely dominate the water here. Dashermin going to go for the very powerful Magyar CA. And nice, this Vil is finally making things. Nice. Range going to be coming up on the front. Matthew, we need to get to Castle Age. Oh, we have enough stone for Castle for Dashermin. Where are we putting it? Yeah, just nice and central. Take the space. Take control of the hill. And Matthew, even though we've crushed on water, gotta add some more fish. We gotta get up to Castle Age. Dashermin, we need to get the food income sorted. We need to get fill production back underway. Now, what are we doing with this range? I imagine nothing until we can click up. Try and get 2 range. We have 2 ranges for CA though, but we've only 2 on gold. Where is our gold? Center? Yeah. Once the castle goes up though, we'll have the golden come. Matthew just trying to get up to Castle Age. Oh, this series has been so sick. I'm still not sure who wins this. I'm gonna give the edge to Dashermin, but look at this water control. This is gonna be a problem. Edge to Dashermin just for the center, but honestly, Vils are a problem. 11 Vils down. We can potentially catch up here. Gonna be clicking Castle Age. Adding still more fires. Okay, nice. We closed the front. That's a big deal. I think this actually could have been a problem because we have been letting some military just slip in. I'm very nervous of this. Is this space not suspiciously castle shaped? I would be worried about this. I might wall like here just to make sure that doesn't happen. That's like comically castle shaped. We'll see. Hopefully that's not where it's going to go. We're a little bit on stone still. Going to TC the middle for Dashermin. We need to get food economy though. We cannot support even 1 TC. Gotta get some more. Okay, I love this. This is the thing. Anyone who likes playing Golden Hill has to get on top of this. If you win the water, you need to patrol the shorelines. This is how you get back on water if you lose it. So you gotta keep an eye. Watch for those sneak docks. Castle's coming in though. 1 minute for Matthew. Still adding fires. Matthew is just like, this is my water. Bercy coming home. Gonna add a knight. Probably just want to get some CA production in. We need to get more on gold. I set up a couple of farms, get our food income underway. We're going for fletching here. Castle's coming in. What are we doing with Castle Age, Matthew? We have a range still sitting here. Castle comes in. Elephant archers. Elephant archers forward. So I'm not actually sure who does better here. I mean, obviously Dashermin can have the numbers. We have 2 ranges. We're producing in the opponent's base, but like elephant archers could sneak in here, get some nice damage. The army's gonna be forward. But I think as long... Oh, we're adding some eco too. Nice. CA here. I'm really worried about this space. This space is just like so castle shaped. I can see it coming. I can see a castle here in the future. Dashermin has 4 on stone. Both players gonna add eco. This has been a problem with Dashermin this whole set though. Need to make Vils. Vils are just making the game so much harder for us. So much harder than they need to be. We're in a great position, but we could be so much further ahead in Vils right now. Not producing at all. It is like, it's easy for us to say this is game 5 of a best of 5 in a set that would be knocked out if we lose, so the panic, the stress is high. Oh, we actually break in. Bring the CA, bring the CA. Come on, Dashermin. Bring the CA. You're in though, the tower will go down. Oh, Dashermin, you're still here. The theme of the set, yeah. It happens. I do the same. It's like the most relatable problem for everybody in Age of Empires. It's just so much stress. You've so many things to worry about. Like in a normal game, and you have to worry about getting kicked out of the tournament here. And now you have to worry about elephant archers standing underneath your TC. Oh god. They are fletching and armor. These are tanky boys. 230 HP. This is kind of a problem with the amount of CA that we have here. Oh god. Vills are running. Triple monastery. And actually, Dashermin's is in here though. Okay, we're under the TC. Gotta be careful. Where'd the CA go? Right, CA, get in here, get in here. We're both fighting each other's bases. Getting some nice damage, but the pikes clear up the knights. 2 CA left here. There's 3 monks from 3 monasteries coming though. Try and clear up these elephant archers. But the CA died here, wow. These absolute chunky lads, 230 HP. The Microsoft really said, what if an archer had 200 health? And then they said put it in the game. Monks on the field though. Ballistics coming in for Dashermin. We are making vills. I hope we can keep making vills. Because Matthew can. Matthew, I think, sometimes struggles choosing the right units, producing. But one thing he can do is he can make vills. And at this elo, that's genuinely enough a lot of the time. Elephant archers coming across, trying to harass the middle. Monk converted something. Oh, nice. Converted some elephant archers. Nice delete. Elephant archers are here, getting hit by the castle, but going to cause some problems. Stopped fill production again. I'm so worried that this is how this game's going to go. We have 5 monks, which is pretty good. But we need vills. Making some knights. Elephant archers slowly down to the TC, but when I say slowly, I mean they take like 6 damage per volley. They're going to be here for a while being annoying. Monks are on the way. 30C coming up for Matthew. You're back at the sea. Nice. We have a game 5. First quarterfinal of the tournament. We're going to have a game 5. See another quick delete here. No, conversion goes through. Nice. I don't know who's in a better position. I'm so worried that Dashermin's not going to be able to keep the build production up. And Matthew is. That could be spelling the way the game's going. And Matthew just has complete water control. Okay, we can stand under a TC. We can't exactly stand under a castle. Got some knights in the stable. Second cav armor's coming. Just gonna continue to be annoying. Vodka on the way. We're starting CA production again, but the thing that we're not starting production of, and we're struggling to produce for the whole game, is vills, vills, vills. Everybody at this elo, I know you're sick of hearing that goddamn word vills, but you just see evidence in plain sight how much harder it makes games. Oof. Swedish Beast, how much gold does Matthew have access to? Good question. Let me see if I can get this out of the way. We have 5 tiles. Yeah, there's 3 tile here, 2 tile here on the TC. Is there that? I think that's it. So that will become a problem. But the thing is, Matthew's economy is going to be so big, we may actually be able to mount a decent push with the water control to take the center back. Monk's going to try and take out some ships. This is pretty nice. Weaken some of Matthew's hold on the water. Conversions come through. Imp is clicked for Matthew. War Galley coming in too. Going to try and keep our hold on the middle. And we're on stone. We're going to have a castle. I have a fear in the pit of my stomach that this game is going to go the way the other games went, because Dashermin is still on 48 vills after all this time. So the game is just so much harder than it needs to be, because we can't afford all the things that Matthew can afford. Monks, I like this. Monks trying to convert the ships. Actually got one. Imp is coming. Have some pikes to try and deal with the elephant archers that we lost. The knights, we will need an answer for the CA. CA numbers are slowly rising. 3 range production. And we have the vills to keep up CA production at least, but it's the vills. All this time we're still not making vills. Barrett's coming up home. A minute now to Imp for Matthew. Oh, we actually had a second range here. I didn't see this. Still converting some ships. Speed us up to Imp here. 30 seconds. And then I think we're going to see a castle and we're going to see a push. We're going to see a opportunity to use the new emote. We're going to have a huge push. Pushing uphill though, even when you're in a better position, it can be tough. Defenders have the advantage here up on the hill. Imp comes in, castle's gonna go up here at home. I really hope there be a castle here. It's so funny how the walls fell to let the perfect space for a castle to be left here. I think with Matthew's water control, yeah, it's not looking likely. We are on the way to Imp for Dashermin though. Can't discount Dashermin's chances, but our economy is so much smaller. Matthew's gonna have a castle now soon. I'm gonna see some trebs being produced. Just need the gold. Oh, conscription first. I guess we're feeling pretty confident we don't. Opponents still castle age. Imp is slowly on the way. 1 minute to go. More conversions to come through on these ships. These are all Matthew's ships, by the way. Some of them are just converted from Dashermin's monks. And we're actually winning this fight because we're converting so many. Nice. Actually, kind of a sick pickup for Dashermin. We have more ships. A couple more. Imp comes in for Dashermin here. 2 trebs queued. Okay, this actually could be a problem for Matthew. Matthew was in Imp for like 2 minutes, but we didn't make a treb. Dashermin is immediately going to queue 2 trebs. This actually is pretty key, even with the smaller economy. If we could just make a big push, if we take out the opponent's castle, it could be, but we're just not producing anything is the main problem. We're producing trebs. We are making some vills. Ships get deleted because the monks are going to convert them back. There's 1 treb on the field for Matthew, 2 more in the queue. Treb's going to start. Do Maggers get redemption? I don't remember. No, they don't. Dravidians do not either. TC is going to be under fire now. I can't believe I feel so nervous here. I don't know who wins. I want both players to win. A lot of halbs here. Monk's going to back off a little bit to some elephant archers. We actually need something to deal with these. We need to bring the CA. Where is the CA? Oh, they were in the castle. Gonna need more numbers though. We're floating a lot of resources for Dashermin. The TC does go down. And now this treb fight is going to be downhill. So it's going to be advantage Dashermin. And some more barracks. There's a demo sitting in the wings. This could be huge. Once we try to cross the water. If these CA numbers drop, this is like barely enough CA to be passable now. We should have double this though. We've had the resources for a long time. Hal's going to come forward. CA going to get some nice shots downhill. 2 conversions straight away. I think, no, sorry, 1 conversion. Now, Hal's sitting under the castle. Knight's going to go forward. The demo's just sitting here. Knight's going to take out the Trebs for Dashermin. And a lot of the Halbs died to the castle. I think we lost a lot of units, but that went pretty well for Dashermin for now. The demo is right here. The Rissidai coming. And now we're producing CA. Okay. This is a thing I say a lot. At this elo and below, even if you have like a third the economy of the opponent, if you have like 60 CA, that's all it takes. That'll just win you the game. Doesn't matter what the economies are. So there's still a chance. We need the upgrades. But I don't know. Jesus, that Rissidai almost scared me. The model is so big. It's so jarring compared to the rest of the game. Trebs under fire though. Siege him into the castle. This is so tense. I don't know. Okay, Treb's gonna go down though. Dasherman, we need a lot of things, but this is a thing. Look up here in the top right. The problem that we've been struggling with for the whole series. Because we've no vills, we've no money. And Matthew just had money for days. Gonna make a new castle. We can almost afford another one after that. Just have no money. The model for the Rissidai just looks so sick though. It almost doesn't look like an Age of Empires unit. It's like too clean or something. It's like too HD. It does look cool though. Treb's gonna come forward yet again. Arbase, that is like the definition of this set. Dasherman has the right units, but doesn't have the eco. Matthew has the eco, but not enough for the right units. Gonna add some more docks though. Now we really need to take this hill. Yeah, exactly. I think we're running out of gold. Is all the gold gone? There was a small 3 gold here. I think it's actually gone. Yeah, so Matthew completely out of gold on his own island, but we've 1400 banked up. Gonna try and push through here. The castle's gonna be repaired. 3 Trebs in it though. Look, the demo's right here. We gotta be ready with the demo when the dive comes. There's so many halbs. This castle, I think, can live for a minute more. It's been absolutely bombarded, but it's uphill. CA getting in work. Castle's gonna fall. One more hit. Castle goes down. Dasherman can afford another one. But we're really in trouble. 37 vills versus 114. The CA get slaughtered. This could be the game right here. All the CA go down. 7 CA left on the map. Castle's coming up in the front for Matthew. This is going to be GG. We're getting pushed back. Maybe not GG immediately, but definitely in the long run. Matthew's going to get access to gold again. One Ville castle. This has got to feel rough. TC gets pushed down. Oh, this one Ville is actually making some more stuff. I think we see this though. How do we see this? How the hell did we know that was there? I think we didn't. We just clicked back here. Vills are running. We're down below 20 villagers. This is definitely the game. 20 vills to 115. Vills have been the problem the whole set. It sucks to see, but it's so common to see though. So relatable. But still, such strong play for both. This might be one of my favorite series I've seen for the whole tournament. And it's the first quarterfinal, first best of 5 going to game 5. So we are still making vills, we're making CA production, but it's gonna be a game for Matthew. I think economy's just too big. We have all the map. Do we even have any gold left here? We have relics. I don't think there's any gold left though. Not that I can see. GG, good luck next called for Dashermin. Set is going to go to Matthew. I bet Matthew like collapsed on his desk after that game. After the Nomad game, he was probably sweating. He's like, there's no way I just threw that 3-0. But we got there in the end. GG to both players. That was such a sick set. That was so much fun. 5 games for your first best of 5. Oh, that was so sick. sucks, I think, to watch back for Dashermin because it's so clear outside the game what the problem is. But when you're in the thick of it, you're staring down the fog. You know you're in a best of 5. You're about to be knocked out. It's so tough to remember everything. Both players played really well. That was so fun. Oh, what a good set. Right, let's finish it off. Back to the draft. Oh, that was so fun. Dravidian win. Magyar loss. To round off a full long 5 games. Set goes to Matthew in our first quarterfinal. Congratulations, Matthew. Sorry, Dashermin, you still played well. Look at how strong you play. If you had the same economy as Matthew, that would have been such a different set. So good. It was your first tourney ever. I think I remember you saying that though. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. I'm looking forward to see you grow. If you just fix the economy, you're going to shoot up in elo. That was sick. Let me get the music back on.